Kleschka Picks, everybody, of the NFL season. Let's get underway with the Titans in Pittsburgh, the Thursday night game. Pittsburgh just barely beat the Colts last week. What the heck, Pittsburgh? I don't get you guys. You are such a good team. That should be an easy team for you guys to beat. And the Titans, DeMarco Murray went off. He had 3 touchdowns. They beat the Bengals by 4. I think the Steelers are the better team here, and I think they will win on Thursday Night Football, 27-24. Buccaneers and the Dolphins, a battle for Florida. This was supposed to be the Week 1 game, but was canceled due to the hurricanes. Anyways, it is being played now in Week 11, and I guess just to add another one to Week 1, and that's where we are. And Tampa beat the Jets last week. Miami, what did they do? Miami lost to the Panthers. Got, like, destroyed, 45-21. And let's see, I think that Miami, they scored a good amount last week against the Panthers. And Tampa's been struggling big time this season. Jameis is out for a couple weeks. Fitzpatrick's in now. And he led them to a win last week, but it was the Jets. The Jets are hard to predict. They could be good against some teams, or they're just terrible. But anyways, I think the Dolphins won this game 20-13. Seahawks and the Falcons. I think the Falcons are starting to feel like themselves again of last year. They won last week against the Cowboys 27-7. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals 22-16. And even though we're at home, I don't know. If the Falcons are going to play like they did last week, then this might be a tough matchup for us. And we've been struggling lately, the Seahawks. We should be beating teams by way more than we usually do, like teams we should easily beat. I actually think the Seahawks are going to lose. I think they will lose to the Falcons 27-23. The Lions and the Bears. Lions had an easy matchup against the Browns last week. They won that game, obviously. Bears lost to the Packers. And I gotta say, the Lions are doing pretty good this season. The Bears are doing better than I thought they would do. But I think the Lions will beat them 31-17. Jacksonville and Cleveland. Jacksonville's been very impressive this year. They got an overtime win last week. And Cleveland, like I said, just lost to the Lions. Cleveland's an easy win. They don't have any. And I think Jacksonville will win 24-10. The Packers and the Ravens. I'm actually kind of shocked the Packers won last week. I thought Brett Hundley was struggling big time, but they came away with the win. And Baltimore was on a bye week last week. I think Brett Hundley's getting used to the NFL. I think he's improving with each game. I think he'll go out there with the rest of the Packers and beat the Ravens 24-20. The Texans and the Cardinals. It is just sad to see the Texans without Deshaun Watson. Last week, they lost to the Rams, only scoring 1 touchdown. And the Cardinals lost to us, the Seahawks, on Thursday Night Football. Although, this one's tough. I think this could go either way. I think it's going to be close. But I think the Texans will win. I think they have better weapons offensively. DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Miller. I think they just have the better team, and I think they'll win 17-13. Vikings and Rams. This is a matchup of 2 surprise teams this year. They're both doing pretty good, especially for the Vikings, who have had QB problems, and they just threw in Case Keenum, and he's doing great. The Rams have been impressive all season, scoring 30-plus points multiple times. I don't even remember how high it is now. But because of that reason, and this Rams high-octane offense that is very good at scoring, I think the Rams will win 27-20. The Saints and the Redskins. The Redskins last week, what did they do? They lost to those Vikings. The Saints beat the Bills. They're on a 7-game win streak. They are hot right now. And I think that's all because of now Drew Brees has a run game he can rely on. The run game is dominating for the Saints. I think they had 6 rushing touchdowns last week. I'm pretty sure. That's crazy. And the Redskins have been up and down all season. I see the Saints continuing with their hot hand, winning 34-20. Chiefs and Giants. Chiefs are having a good year. Giants only have 1 win. This one I see pretty easy. Chiefs have a good defense, good offense. Giants, like I said, have been not doing good at all this year. I think the Chiefs will win 24-16. Bills and the Chargers. Last week, the Chargers, who did they play? They played the Jaguars in that overtime game, and they lost. And the Bills lost to the Saints. But the Bills are having also a season that I didn't think they were going to have. I did not think they would be doing this good, as they are. However, I think they will go out there, and I think they'll beat the Chargers. They just got Kelvin Benjamin's getting used to the offense, and that's a weapon right there. McCoy, Tyrod Taylor. I think they're a good team, and I think the Chargers will be an opponent they can get by and beat 23-21. Okay, the Bengals and the Broncos, both of these teams and their offense have been struggling heavily this year, especially the Broncos. However, I see them beating the Bengals in this game only because of their defense. Their defense has not been, trust me, as amazing as their Super Bowl defense was a couple years ago, but it's still the Denver defense. You still have Chris Harris, you still have Aqib Talib, you still have Von Miller, and this is a struggling offense. Like I said, Cincinnati is not going out there lighting up the world. So I think Denver will win 17-13. The Patriots and the Raiders. The Patriots last week, they beat the Broncos, but the Patriots are a freaking powerhouse, so I don't blame the Broncos. The Raiders, Raiders had a bye week last week. Like I said, Patriots are a powerhouse. The Raiders have an iffy defense, and their offense is good, but I don't think it's as good enough as the Patriots to keep up with them. I think the Patriots will win 30-24. And finally, football's best team, the Eagles against the Cowboys. Cowboys lost to the Falcons last week, and the Eagles were on a bye week, so they're well rested. Eagles have just been dominating. Carson Wentz has been going ham, and I think that's going to continue against the Cowboys. They don't have Zeke, and they lost their first game without Zeke, so I think they're going to lose again to this impressive Eagles team this year, 24-17. Alright everybody, thank you for watching Week 11 of Kleschka Picks, NFL Edition. My record is 93-53. I am positive by 40. That is actually shocking for how crazy the NFL has been this year. But I will see you guys in Week 12. Like and subscribe.
Audio Jungle.